Alright, here's a Passat back window regulator. And you have to take the whole door apart to get to it. And you can see how that's going to go back in there. The original one, these actually came through here and were pop riveted into place, but now what they've done is put brackets here and at the bottom, and then the window sits down inside that channel. Well, the interesting part is this actuator. Now this unit is tricky to get out, and I'll show you how that goes back in a minute. Alright, so see, this unit has to go, it has those two hooks in there, and that has to go on the other side of that and then back down, and then this slides back into a keeper. You can see how it's hooked in there, and then this portion right here with all these ribs, that's where that little cable pops through, and it comes up into this. You can see the cable, it's got like a little pulley area, and it pushes into place. Well, the reason it's got all these little ribs in it is for the adjustment. So if you're pulling the handle all the way out to get it to undo, you can put that cable unit up a little further, and then it doesn't take as much effort to pull the door open. That is tricky, getting that in and out of there. And then to bolt it back in, there's the little hole, and one little bolt goes in there. Well, this unit goes inside there, and right inside there you can see that little gold piece of metal up in there. Well, what that does is that has a lock, and it toggles around this piece right here. It toggles and holds this in place. See, this would actually be a door lock, just like one on the driver's door. But since these don't have any tumblers on them anymore, it's just a dead hole. But it does have to lock into place. Okay, so this is what they call the carrier. Yeah, it's got the regulator bolted here and down here, and then I went ahead and put the motor on it. Now the window is not, it's just stuck in there. It's just stuck up into the channel, so you don't want to jar that loose. Sometimes you have to actually tape both sides to get it to not do, not fall down on top of you. If you're going to tape the window, you want to lay cardboard or something over this here, run the tape up, and then put a piece of cardboard here, and then put the tape on the other side. And the cardboard just keeps the tape from peeling the paint or the weather stripping. So this is just set in here. It's just lightly put in there. And here's our actuator. You can see the holes don't exactly line up. And this is our door handle, and you can see with my light here, a flashlight. You can see how I got that behind there, and then that's the access to that cable right there. And see, that just is going to snap right into place there. That's all that cable does. And then that gets it to where the door will open for you. Once we're done there, then we can put the outer unit here, which is this part here. It'll go back in there, and then there's a screw with a head on it. And as you're putting the screw in there, the screw has to line up. There's a keeper in there, and this is the screw itself. And basically, the way that works, the screw goes in there, and this little keeper has to be up inside here, so when you screw the screw in, that keeper moves to the side and it locks this piece into place. If you don't get it locked into place, that'll fall out on you on the highway. So that screw is very important. Alright, so here's that piece. Here's the screw I was telling you about. And when you screw that screw in this way, what it does is it turns this ever so slightly. It locks this piece into place. See, that'll go inside there. And it'll lock this just like that. That camera straight and lock it just like that. And that's what that screw does, is it screws in this way. And it just turns it ever so slightly and locks it up against these teeth right here on each side. The reason I've got it out is because when I put it in, it popped out on me and fell on the door, inside the door, so I had to dig. But that's good, we're learning how to do this. So, alright, so here's the unit, and you can see kind of how this works. See how that thing just pops right in? Well, this screw takes about 12 turns, and that's it. So you can't take it completely out. 12 turns, and that loosens it from this unit here where it's actually locked together. Now when it's locked together, then this little circular key right here actually could pop straight off, so you got to be kind of careful with it. But 12 turns, I had to take it out to figure it out. I wanted to make sure that I was putting it in right, so that's why I did that. And this was the unit here that I was telling you about, the door. When it goes and pulls it, and then the cable goes right through here. The cable hooks onto that unit right down there, and then you can see the little bit of cable there.